This is Duke with a different format of video today. I just wanted to show you guys the SpeedyBee app. So I'm screen recording on an Android tablet to do that. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you how this app works. It's a cool feature of our flight controllers this semester in the FPV class. They have a Bluetooth chip on them to allow them to communicate with a device like a tablet or phone. They have an Android and an iOS app. I'm showing you on Android. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the SpeedyBee app here. And once I'm open in the app, I want to plug in my quadcopter. Okay, turn it on with, I guess you could do it with USB power if you wanted to, like a battery bank or something like that as well. But I'm going to turn on with battery power here. One thing you need to be careful of when you're using battery power on your quad is making sure you don't leave it plugged in too long, because the VTX or video transmitter will often overheat. And that is the case with the ones we're using this semester as well. So be careful of that. This is best used for quick setting changes in the app. Or, unless you have like a USB power bank, you're going to plug in the USB out in the field and make setting changes that way without using battery power. Up to you, but don't leave it plugged in with battery for very long unless you're flying, of course. Once our SpeedyBee is powered up, it will basically, we'll be able to connect to it via Bluetooth. So down here at the bottom, we have this little plus icon. I'm going to press that plus icon. It's going to search for the device, and it should hopefully find an F405 Mini like you see here. We're going to hit connect. And in my case, I have a password on mine, and I just set that up earlier to test it out. I would recommend you set up a password on your flight controller, just because we all have the same flight controller in class. And if you connect to someone else's on accident and change settings, that could be, could be just annoying, or it could be even dangerous. So make sure you set up a password. In this case, mine is 9999. Okay, mine's just the demo board, so I'm not worried about anybody hacking my flight controller and changing settings, hopefully. It's not going to be flying anywhere. That's good. Once you connect to it, you'll get this page here. I would recommend just going straight to expert mode down at the bottom. Okay, and it looks very much like the Betaflight configurator. That is because it's basically, that's what it's meant to do. It's not an official version of the configurator. It's from SpeedyBee, so it looks a little bit different. Many of the same things are present. You see along the top here, we have our messages, we have our target. Let's see if I can draw a little bit here. We have our target right here, okay? And then we have our Betaflight version right here. So that's nice to have that. Turn that off, there we go. Okay. Along the left-hand side, we have all the same tabs as we do in the configurator, essentially. This first one here is set up, so if I move the quadcopter around physically, my demo board moves around, the quad moves around. And you have info like the arming disable flags. Right now my transmitter is not turned on, so I have no valid receiver signal. And then my MSP connection is active because I'm connected to a configurator, in this case, the app. Right along here we have a presets tab, left-hand side. We have our ports tab. We have modes, receiver, all these different things that are the same as they are in the configurator. You can make quick setting changes here if you need to, or check things out, double check, make sure things are working how you want them to. Okay. One thing down here I want to have you all change, actually, because I forgot it in the other video, when I did the configuration in the other video, is go down to the Blackbox, this little cube down here at the bottom. And you can do this through the app or through the computer, that's fine. I just wanted to show you this setting change. So right in this area here, okay, Blackbox configuration, we're going to make sure we have this set to onboard flash, which it should be set to by default. The Blackbox login rate, though, you want to select either 1/4 or 1/2. Okay, 1/2 will give you more info, but it will fill up your memory. You only have 8 megabytes, which you can see kind of up here. You only have 8 megabytes to work with, which, it's not very much, but it still will fill up fast, even with the very small log files that we use. Okay, so 1/4 or 1/2. You want to select the gyro scaled Blackbox debug mode. And we'll use that in some class assignments. And once you've selected that and all data is included or all selected down here on this one, you want everything selected, you'll hit save and reboot. Okay, the flight control will reboot, and it will take a second here and connect back up to the SpeedyBee app in just a second. There we go. Okay, and so along the rest of the side here, you have all the other tabs. I'm not going to go through all of them because they're just the same as they are in the configurator. But we do want to show you that there's also the CLI tab. So if you wanted to check something there, it's kind of nice it's even in this app. So we can do a diff, for example, and press send. and it will do a diff for us, just like we have in class with our configurator on the computer. So I hope this helps. Just remember, don't leave your quad powered on too long with battery power because the VTX will overheat. And don't forget to set a password or passcode for your flight controller so no one else connects to it. All right, thanks.